Hello and welcome to the 2020 driver lineup announcement from Burst Esport for the 2021 season of the Formula SimRacing World Championship. The first one we're going to announce is the man you can see to my right, on the right side of the screen, is a man who needs no introduction, Mr. Jernej Simončič. Hello, Jernej. How are you?
Hello. I'm well, and also I have to say I'm quite focused and full into the work, into the preparations for all the racing that will be start of March. So yeah.
Good. And as we know, you won the World Championship last season and the year before that, so you're actually a double world champion. And after a dominating 2020 season where you won 50% of the races, what did you see as the biggest highlight during that season?
That's a good question. I have a couple of highlights. Well, the most obvious would be Suzuka race when I actually won the title.
Of course.
But I think for myself, one that stands out the most would be the Monaco or the Azure Grand Prix, where I won by over half a minute. But for me, the most important or like the most fun thing that race was that once the strategy unfolded and that it was obvious that I'm on the freshest tires and that I have the lead, I could just concentrate on driving, and only a mistake or a crash, which is quite easy to happen in such a street circuit, could stop me. But I experienced no fear, so I could just like push like crazy and be 1 second or 2 seconds per lap quicker than everybody, and it was like insane feeling because I know that the saying goes that if you start fearing of crashing, you're no longer a racing driver, but I think it still applies to some extent that there is always something back in the mind. But in that race, I could go 1 millimeter to the wall and push like crazy until my engineer stopped me. So last 10 laps, a bit more calm, but it was really a nice experience, and I love remembering it.
Of course, it was very good. It was also a new record for biggest winning margin that race at the Azure Grand Prix. It was very good. Of course, this season you will be teaming up with Michi Hoyer, which you battled against into the last corner of the first Grand Prix last season in Malaysia. And he won the team championship last year with David Morocek. But how do you see your chances now teaming up that you maybe can win the team championship together?
Yeah, the fact is that last year we were only 5 points behind them, the winners in the end, in the team's championship, myself and Robin. So yeah, arguably we could have won it last year too, but unfortunately Robin could not score as many points as desired, although he was responsible for many of my points because of all his help with the setups.
Yeah, Robin was haunted by a lot of bad luck, we can say.
Yeah, that too, yeah. The team decided that we should maybe for this year maximize the opportunity for the go at the winning of the teams. So the decision was that I should team up with Michi, although that doesn't mean that some part of team is much slower than other part. I think there are many possible combinations which are successful in the end too, but we decided to be like.
Yeah, very good. And as a double world champion, is the target to make it 3 in a row now?
Of course. I am aware that it will not be smooth sailing for many of the races, as there are just so many competitions that I already know that it will be hard to actually prepare as much as I could, as much I would desire for most of the FSR races. But again, it's a team effort, so we will work with the team, get a good setup and strategies together. well, I think I will have good chances anyway. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But well, I'm looking forward to the battle.
Good. We certainly believe you can do it, and the rest of the team can do it. So, Jernej, thank you for talking to me, and good luck for the season.
Thank you so much.